Hello! Mă bucur foarte tare să ne revedem. Suntem în magazinul Casadei și îl avem alături de noi pe Cesare Casadei, designerul brandului italienesc de pantofi pe care bănuiesc că îl cunoașteți deja. Hello, Mr. Casadei.
Ciao.
We are very happy to have you in Bucharest.
Very happy to be in Bucharest. It's my first time. I am very glad and pleased to celebrate that opening of our Casadei shop in Bucharest.
We are very happy to have boutique Casadei. We are really proud of this.
Yeah, I am. I arrived last night, but I am very happy to stay with you today.
Thank you very much. So let's start our small Q&A. When and how did your passion for shoes begin?
This is a beautiful question. Begin. It's difficult to say when begin because I say all the time I was born in a shoe factory because every time I want to meet my parents I go directly in the factory and my house was very close to the factory and when I was child I go many times to visit the family, the people working because I consider the people that my team is like big family. We work together, and that is my beginning was that because it's not I was born in a
but
family.
Your parents started the business,
yeah,
right?
my
In
parents
1958 or something.
1958 exactly. I wasn't there, but soon I arrived, and no, and for me it's very normally to meet people about the business, the fashion, supplier, tannery, designer, agent, distribution, and was normally all my life I met people with my parents. We talk about shoes. Also, when we visit the city, we go in, for example, in Paris, in London, or in other part. The beginning was to visit the shops,
Yes.
shoes. That is the story of my family, and continue to be with my daughter and my son.
Very nice story. Tell me if you have muses.
Yeah, my muse was my imaginary was Marilyn because Marilyn represented the expression of femininity and sensuality. But also, I think for me my muse is the women in general because also I love every woman in different part of the world. She give me energy and come si dice stimoli, impulse to create different style, and every women I see all the time in the global awards or that event, special event, wear in a different way the same shoes. That is the style I like more. To see different women wear the same
shoes in different styles.
In different styles.
Yeah.
That is something very interesting. Sometimes it's clever also for me because I say I'm thinking that shoes in a different type of look, and I say that is cool, but I never think about that. That I love that.
I know you had a collaboration with Beyonce.
Yeah.
I cannot skip this story,
Yeah.
so please tell me a little bit about.
No, the starting with Beyonce was the first. I was in a club in New York, and the people call me because they want to have a special boots for the promo of the show of Mr. Carter, and we are. I was in New York for job, and I was in the factory. And they say to me, we need the boots over the knee, special, with the mood like Versailles. And immediately we talk because it was the beginning of August. It was the last week to have time to realize the prototype because after we are in holiday in August.
I know Italians don't work in August.
Yeah. That's the story. And faster I talk with my team. I say that is the boots. We sell swatch colors because my choice was the red with that embroidery. We do drawing and we send immediately, and they say to me, "Okay, confirmation."
Wow.
And also we try to do the sample to custom for Beyoncé. And we do that boot, we send, and the first prototype was perfect, and they appreciate a lot that job very short time, and also we try to look what is for the futures.
And now you are doing these boots again. You can buy them in stores.
No,
I guess everybody wants them.
The boots was in the store. Was in the store. Before is for after the show, Mr. Carter. We use the boots in our collection, but after the show. We don't put before the.
No, of course not. But after women could buy the.
Sure.
Okay, nice story. So tell me, please, what is your favorite shoe from this collection?
Yeah, is the favorite shoes? Is difficult for me because
I know it's a difficult question.
Every shoes have a story because in my work every shoes is a step of my job during for a month and a lot of working on behind the final shoes. But one in particular is a very special place in my heart. Is the slingback we dedicate for the 60th anniversary of the company. We celebrate that years, and that is the shoes. That shoes is the element I use in that shoes. Is the vinyl is represent for me the modern and the element, and also the heel, the plexi blade in a kitten heel. Okay, we know the Casadei stiletto blade is our iconic heel, and the style, I am proud of that. But also, I love to have a lower heel, but interesting like the higher heel. Yeah. And also the innovation to have a style timeless like that, but what I say all the time, to look back for the tradition, the craftsmanship and the quality, for to look forward for what is the women they live today. The shoes in
to be adapted for the It's a very nice model. It's amazing.
That is for me is a kind of elements represent Casadei, like colors. Red is a color I do in all the collection since when I started to do my job, and also with is declinated in other color, but also one color very important is that.
But what do you think makes a shoe perfect for you, of course?
A lot of job. No, but is shoe perfect because we need to consider the shoes. We have 200 operation to complete the shoes. It's not only design the shoes on the paper. It's not only the drawing. The work on the back. We consider it in the shoes. We have a lot of different supplier. We need to mix together. I talk in Italian, ingegneria calzaturiera, engineering shoemaker, because it's kind to build a building. You need to be a very good foundation for to grow your idea, your vision, and your design of your building. But the shoes is very important to every supplier work in a right way. That is the same way the people work in the factory need to work, cutting, stitching, to realize the model, to interpret what is the design, the line on the feet. And for the perfect shoes is a shoes we continues to to be perfect with the material, with the attention, with the craftsmanship and naturally the quality. The Italian made in Italy was founded on that base.
Yeah, and I know it's a lot of work. But what do you think is the most sexiest part of a woman's body? The woman's body.
It's normally. I make shoes. No, I say the women is for me is very interesting in totality. But I can, for me, for my expression, I many time I look legs, feet. That is normally because it's my job is like that. But I look the totality, the imaginary, because every woman, what I said before, interpret today, express her personality. She want to wear what she love, and the designer, I consider it in that moment we need to give a plus, a value of interpretation of the needed the women have today.
But not all women have perfect legs.
I know, but also we are not perfect, and like the perfect shoes is never perfect because is also built by hand, but attention. Sure. But we don't have a machine. We put leather, sole, heel, insole, lining. We press the button and comes out the shoes. It's not like that.
Not like this.
That is not
also
my
the shoes
movie.
have imperfections.
That is not my movie.
I know.
Is imperfect, but in the perfect direction.
Okay, how would you describe your brand in just one word?
Innovation.
Just one.
Quality. Say too much.
Okay, everybody will choose one word from here. Why do you think your shoes are so beloved by women?
I think the women know what is the shoes, because the shoes is a very special place in every woman remember the first time they wear heel.
Yeah.
Because I think for every woman the timing she wear the high heel, she feel growing in that time.
My daughter is 7 and she's always wearing high heels in the house.
That is, I think, is a moment you be proud of you.
That you're
you
a woman,
feel you grow in a second.
Yeah.
And I consider that time is a moment, the shoes is very important for all the life, because I never met a women, never forget that moment. Every woman, she remember exactly what is the shoes she wear the first time. Yeah. And that is an element I consider the shoes is very special in a wardrobe, like Cinderella story is something give I don't know why, sure, but I am the feeling I consider the shoes is a special part in a wardrobe for every woman. Is the accessory, the detail make the difference.
Yeah, it's true. You always buy first.
I don't want to say that because I make shoes, but the women I see, they love to have. They choose one shoes, and also when I have the possibility to see a woman wear the shoes and look at the mirror, and you see light on her eyes, I see this, I do good my job.
Yeah, it's true. What do you think fashion will look like in 10 years?
I don't know, but I don't know. I want to be there and to continue to do this fantastic job. My parents start before me, and also my daughter.
You give it to your daughter and your son.
My daughter, and also we share with my family. But we consider to continue to work in a beautiful design, beautiful control of quality. The technology, because we see the last 10 years have a big change.
It's changed a lot, yeah.
Yeah, and also, you know, we know also in the communication, the information, the globalization, with the website, with
with all the
all
social
internet,
media.
social media, we see all develop we have in last 10 years. I think that changing is globally is on lifestyle for all the elements, not only for shoes, but I think is opportunity to give us the possibility to do in a short time the direction to continue to work in this direction. We continue to do that.
So you're not going to change so much to it.
I consider
or you're open.
I am open, but I think the shoes is very artisanal process. Okay, I understand the innovation, the technology, but I think for the future change a lot. But continue to be is not a machine. What I said before, what you put your design and your drawing, and you put the material, you push the button, comes out of the shoes.
It's all from the heart.
In 10 years, I don't think we have that.
Yes. But tell me, what is the key to stay balanced in today's fashion world? Do you think you found your balance with your brand?
But I think that is not in the fashion world. In our life, we need to balance all the time because we work, we have our private family, our private life, and also we need to balance all the time, like our passion, like our hobbies. And that is something, our life is like that. We need to balance all the time. I consider it in a time we prefer to do a moment, after that we change feeling about that, and that is, I think, is a natural process. The fashion change a lot, but I think today is a fashion more free for to do my
and more
job.
Open for everybody.
Yeah,
everybody
because,
has access to fashion now.
If you are a designer today, you can do trainers, high heel, medium heel. If the women love it, your job is good. If you don't do something interesting for women, there's no way. That is our challenge, season by season, to innovate the products, to choose new heel, new last, new material, new colors, and also, but for me, what is important to keep it is the quality of the craftsmanship inside, because the Made in Italy story continue to be there important, because continue in the back is a lot of job behind the products, and that is, I consider it is
the most important part to keep the quality.
Because the women recognize that.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
Thank
Ciao
you.
Bucharest.